Ma'am?
Hi, Atul. Can you
Hi,
hear
ma'am.
me?
Yes.
There is a problem with my laptop today. So I just connected with my mobile. It's really going to take some time for the update to happen. So we'll just connect through the phone. I'm not very comfortable with this phone because all our lesson and our audios are all in the system. So in meanwhile, I think I should be able to switch to the laptop. But then yeah, sometimes we just do this. I'll bring my just hold on. I'll just come.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. Okay, so today I just wanted you to just start with a small exercise of writing down at least 10 verbs in your note and just read it for us. It's going to take not more than 3 minutes. Okay.
So just write down 10 verbs, and yeah, we'll start with that, a small exercise. Those who have come and joined us just now, I've just asked all of them to just write down 10 verbs that you know of Deutsch. Okay, so whoever has the list can just like unmute yourself and maybe read it for us. So it is also a good exercise to, pronunciation wise as well. It will be a good practice. Yes, Atul.
Okay, ma'am. Sehen to see, gehen to go, essen to eat, trinken to drink, fahren to drive, spielen to play, schreiben to write, lesen to read, kommen to come, springen to jump.
Very good. That's right, and all the pronunciations were spot on, Atul. Very good. Keep it up. And then next one. Anyone else, please? Quick. Yes.
Hören, hören, lesen, schreiben, essen, tanzen, trinken, spielen, singen, sprechen, springen.
Okay. One more time. Spielen. It's not spielen. It's sp. SCHP. That's what is the sound. Even though we write SNPIELEN, spielen, we have to say it as spielen. Yeah.
Spielen.
So yeah, that's the only thing that you need to remember. And yeah, the others were fine. Very good. Next. Yes, Alex.
Arbeiten,
Hmm?
arbeiten,
We can hear you, Alex.
arbeiten, mom,
Hmm?
hear me.
Yeah, I can. We can hear you clearly. Yeah.
Fahren,
Mhm.
gehen,
Okay.
gehen, to go.
Yeah.
Hören, essen,
Okay.
kommen,
Mhm.
lesen,
Mhm.
machen,
Okay.
reisen,
Mhm.
sagen,
Yeah.
besuchen,
Sehr gut.
äh, tanzen.
Sehr good. I really feel very happy because there are so many other verbs rather than the other normal or the standard verbs. You have besuchen, arbeiten, and like yeah. few of the verbs were very different, and I'm glad you could really do that. Besuchen is a nice verb, like we often use when we are in A1 and A2. Besuchen sie, besuchen die Mutter von Marian immer am Donnerstag. She, the mother of Marian, visits him every Thursday. Yeah, that is what is a culture change right there, isn't it? So that is those are very good set of verbs, Alex. Very good. Keep it up.
Thank you, ma'am.
And next one. Who wants to go next?
I will.
Yes, I. Yes.
Given, to give,
A little louder, Sai, please.
given,
Mhm.
to give,
Yeah.
sehen, to see, finden, to find, malen, to draw, fahren, to drive,
Is that all? Sai, can you hear us?
എടാ എന്റെ സൗണ്ട് കൂട്ടുക കേൾക്കണില്ല.
Yeah, it's a little very feeble. I think there is a problem or something with this network too. He also got out. Okay. What about Sid was here, isn't it?
Ma'am, he need to wake up at 5:30 to attend our class in Poland.
Oh my goodness,
It's
yeah.
so much difficult for him, ma'am.
And in the cold weather, think about it.
Yes.
But the thing is, it's maybe 5:30 by time, but the body clock is the same. He's not getting up early at all. It is just the clock has shifted, not the time has shifted. You understand?
But ma'am, our
When you see
mental
the
our mental is not settled. Our if you are wake up and look around, oh, we will feel
yeah,
okay. It's night.
actually, this is like fine. This is actually doesn't make a big difference. The time when it goes back, you're right. That time you will lose an hour, which means like you have to we think it is 6:30 and then it will be 5:30, 5:30 then 4:30. It goes on like this, yeah. But the biological clock is the same actually. Only the clock changes, yeah. But then I do have I do have sir with whom I do lessons, and he is in Canada, Vancouver. So the night, like yesterday evening, 9 o'clock, evening, not evening, night, 9 o'clock, we have a class. And for that, he has to wake up. It is almost 12 hours difference. And now in 12 and a half, and now it has become 13 and a half hours. So he has to get up much more earlier. That is the only time we meet. I know it is difficult always. Okay, so Alex, Emmy, and Siddharth. Siddharth, would you like to read out? You have just come, is it?
No, my mom came before. I just got disconnected.
That's what I was just telling Atul right now. I saw Sid then, yeah. Okay, Sid, yeah. Would you like to read yours?
Okay, ma'am. Kommen, gehen, heißen, haben, fahren, lernen, essen, trinken, spielen, sehen.
Very good. Okay. And Sid, we were just talking about your time. Your biological clock is the same inside your body. It's only that the clock outside has...
Ma'am, Siddha and Siddharth are same.
No, Sid is different. Siddharth Kishore is different person.
I'm talking to Sid, ma'am. He's in Poland right now.
Yeah, this is Sid only. Sid or Siddharth, this is. Sid only.
സിദ്ധാണ് സിദ്ധാർത്ഥാണോ?
സിദ്ധാർത്ഥ
മറ്റേ സിദ്ധല്ലല്ലോ, അവിടുത്തെ പോണ്ടർ സിദ്ധല്ലല്ലോ,
അല്ല
അയേട്ടനല്ലോ.
അല്ല അല്ല
അല്ല
Oh,
അല്ല.
this is Siddharth Kishore, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
See, that's what I was just thinking. I thought like the voice is different because you got up early in the morning. My goodness, I'm just like, This mobile is like, for me, I have actually saved as Sid for Sid and Siddharth for you, but my mobile shows Siddharth. Oh, Siddharth. Siddharth, I've spoken to Swatini yesterday about your thing, and just I will send her the links, Siddharth, today, and she will be sending it to you today. Yeah, the
Okay, ma'am.
classes that you have missed. I've spoken to her yesterday clearly that, like very few. She said only one thing that, the people cannot miss unless there is an emergency. Then I told her, yeah, of course, I understand. But this person is asking right now that, I've missed my classes and definitely I need the videos. I think like we should make that effort to just send him. And he is interested, is what I've given her a word. So you just ask her one more time, like just remind her, I'm going to send all the videos that you have missed the classes. I have an attendance sheet. So I'll look into it and send all those days to her and she will send it to you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Siddharth. I'm so sorry that I thought it's Sid. Okay. Juhi.
Spielen, trinken, essen, tanzen, machen, schreiben, sehen, singen, schlafen, sehen.
Sehen, schlafen, and what is the verb before schlafen? We are hearing double voice like that. I'm not able to clearly hear you. Before the verb before schlafen, Juhi?
Singen, to sing,
Okay, singen, singen. It's not
singen,
singen. Singen, yeah.
singen.
Okay, so the next work, what I have for you is simple. I'm going to give you 5 time in the clock and write down, like, the standard form, like how you will say in the standard form. Or maybe I will tell you the time and you can tell me like how you would say that in case of viertel, halb, or vor und nach. Yeah, if I'm going to, for example, zum Beispiel, wenn ich gebe das die Zeit 6:15, okay, so, and it is am, 6:15 am is the time. So you have to tell me, es ist viertel nach 6. Okay, so if I'm going to tell you 7:15 p.m., then you should tell me it's viertel nach 7 abends, oder 7 is 19:15, isn't it? So you can say es ist 19:15 Uhr. Is that clear? So either you can use for, nach, halb six. For instance, if I'm going to give you 6:30 a.m., then you can say es ist halb sieben morgens. Yeah. And if I'm going to give you 15:30 hours, then you can say halb sechzehn, which is halb, like halb sechzehn is half of 16, which is like 4 o'clock. Or you can either say halb vier abends. Yeah. So I'm going to give you like 4 or 5 maybe, so we can just check out on the time and how we say the time. So the first one goes like this: 3:58 a.m. Write down just the time alone, please, because I don't. I'll also note it down anyway, so that it becomes easy. 3:58 a.m. The second one is 5:02 a.m. The third one is 4:38 a.m. The fourth one is 5:40 No, 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 no. Wait. 7:30 p.m. Last one is 12:30 a.m. So the first one is 3:58, second one is 5:02, third one is 4:38, fourth one is 7:30, fifth one is 12:30 a.m. And only 7:30, the fourth one is p.m. Otherwise, everything is a.m. So each one can actually take like 2-3 minutes to sit down, write down the time in German, or maybe how you will say it, and then each one can take a turn. How many of us are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are there. So maybe one more we will take, which is 9:45 p.m. the last one. So each one can say about like one time, like in of Dutch. But all of you, please write down everything, all the 6, okay, so that you can check the answers when the others come across when while saying it.
Ma'am, 6 or 5?
Totally, there are 6. The last one is 9:45 p.m. Sai. Should I repeat it, Sai, for you?
No, ma'am, I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So who wants to go first? 3:58 a.m.
I will go, ma'am.
Yes.
Es ist 2 Minuten vor 4.
Okay. That is one way. What is the other way? We learned about something, a small word which means
Okay.
like few
Es,
minutes.
es ist kurz vor 4.
Sehr good. Kurz. Kurc. So there is like 2 ways. Like how Atul said, the first one is also right. 2 Minuten for 4. Yeah, 2 minutes for 4 o'clock. Otherwise, there is a word called kurz. Kurz, or of Deutsch, Kurz. And kurz means short. It's a short a few seconds to 4. You can say it in 2 ways. 2 Minuten vor 4 oder kurz vor 4. For is
Ma'am, Ma'am,
KUR.
it is KURZZ or KURZ.
Sometimes they say 2ZZ, but it's better that we start, like, even in your book, when I saw it, it is like, KURZZ. That's it. So when in my old book, it's written as KURZZ, and also in that one of the pictures that you saw that day, which I showed you, right? That also was KURZZ was there, but in your book and all, it has changed to KURZ, so we can hold on to one Z. That's enough. Coots is short. Lang, Lang means long. It's the opposites, the Gegenteil von Coots. Yeah. So kurz for fear, sehr gut. Next is the zweite. Wer möchte das sagen? Who wants to say it?
Nehme.
Yes, Juhi.
Es ist kurz nach 5 oder
Sehr gut.
2 Minuten nach 5.
Sehr gut. Kurz nach 5 oder 2 Minuten nach 5. Sehr gut. That's right. Okay. And the third one? Who wants to try?
8 Minuten nach halb 5.
Sehr gut. 8 Minuten nach or no? 8
Nach,
Minuten. Okay. Nach
nach halb 5.
5. Oder the exact time, if you want to say 5:38. How will you say it? Sorry,
4:30.
4:38. How will you say it?
Es ist 4 Uhr 38 Minuten.
Sehr good, Sai. Very good. Okay, the next one. 7:30 p.m. Who wants to try this? Yes, Amy. Halb 8. Oder in the international way, how do you say it?
Es ist 7 Uhr 3.
Avens, that's one way. When you stay in the international clock way, the 24-hour format, how will you say it?
19:30.
What is it, Emmy? I couldn't hear you, sorry.
19:30.
Yeah, 19:30. Auf Deutsch, bitte.
Es ist 19 Uhr 30.
Sehr gut. Es ist 19:30 Uhr. Sehr gut. And then the next 12:30 a.m. Yes, Alex.
Es ist 1:30 morgen.
Halb 1 morgen. Okay, sehr gut. Or how will you say it in the proper way?
Es ist 1:30.
That's right. Yeah, 30 nach Mitternacht. Mit 00.00. Exactly the 12 a.m. is actually the midnight hour. We call that in English, and of Deutsch auch. Es ist Mitternacht. Yeah, mit Mitternacht. Mitternacht means the midnight hour. 30 Minuten nach Mitternacht. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's good, Prince. That's fine. Yeah. The next one, yes, Siddharth. Would you like to try the last one? I can help you in case if you need support.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, 9:45. What is 9 of Deutsch?
9.
9:45.
45.
Sehr good. So when you have to say it together, it is 9 Uhr 45 Minuten. Just hold on for a second. Just hold on. Sorry, there was a lot of noise from outside. Yeah, okay. So 9 Uhr 45 Minuten. That also is one way. And the other way is you can write down the word Viertel. Viertel. Viertel is 1/4.
Okay.
Yeah. Halb. HALB. Halb means half. Okay. So when you see Viertel und halb, we just say it is 15 minutes for 10 o'clock. That's what we say in English, right?
Yes, ma'am.
15 minutes, FOR in English, right? For 10
10.
o'clock. So you can just translate exactly the same way. 15 Minuten vor 10. Instead of FOR, we just have
Oh,
VOR.
oh,
That's all is the change. So 15 Minuten vor 10, or as I told you, Viertel is 1/4, right? So 15 minutes is 1/4 of the clock. So you can say Viertel
so
vor 10.
same.
Yeah, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So one is that. The other one is like how Ju he said it's 7:30. We say it's 8:30 or 7:30, you can say, or we say 7:30. But of Deutsch we say whenever it's 7:30, you go a little further to the 8 o'clock, yeah, and say halb acht, which means 7:30. Halb nine is 8:30.
8:30.
10, yeah, 10 if you say if halb sane, if you say, what would be the time?
11.
No, you have to come down. Halb sane, you have to come down. 9:30.
9:30.
Yeah. If I'm saying halb elf, what will be the time? Halb elf.
11:30.
Halb.
30.
One second. So wait. When I say halb acht, you can just write down in your note and just put an arrow to write the time. Then you will understand. Halb acht is 7:30.
Okay.
Okay. Halb nine is 8:30. Halb zehn is 9:30. So halb elf will be how much?
10:30.
Very good. 10:30. So what you need to do is when you say halb and a time, you just need to minus 30 minutes from there. That is what coming down. What I mean by coming down is you have to step down 30 minutes from the halb, whatever we call it. These are the two things that you need to remember. Yeah.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
yeah, I think it is clear, isn't it, Siddharth?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good. So this is what it is, and you can just like take. Do everyone have? I hope you all have a book. My system is still updating itself. I'm not able to switch off, switch on, nothing. It's just in 10% right now from 1%. So I can't show you the book as the digital book is available only in my laptop. So do you all have your book with you? Yeah. Okay, so very good. So auf Seite 55. Auf Seite 55. What is the number? Can someone tell me what is the number?
55.
That's right. 55. 55. We don't get to really do that. Sometimes I think we
Ma'am,
just, yeah.
I have a doubt. How to tell "help me" in German? Help me.
Help me in German, or do you
In
don't
German.
understand, or what is it exactly? Help
Uh,
me. That's
like
all.
if you are having a trouble, and at that time, if you are fall in a water tank or something, if you are telling just help me,
Okay.
like that. But in
Yeah.
Deutsch,
Help is Hilfen. 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 Okay. And for instance, help me is an imperative which you don't add any pronoun to it. Please, you come and help me. We don't say you, she, he, anything, right? So it is hilf mir, M-I-R. Mir means M-E, me of Deutsch. Okay? Like ish is I, M-I-R, mir means me. Help mir, bitter. Bitter, of course. Otherwise, they won't help. Bitter is please. Why suddenly you wanted to know this, Atu?
because in the morning my brother asked me, "Did you study the Deutsch?" I
Ah.
tell to him, "Okay, a little bit." At that time, he told me, "What's in Deutsch for help me? What's in Deutsch for give me some food? What's in Deutsch for give me some water?"
Give me some. So
Static.
he has really had some very bad experience, I think. So he says like, help me, give me some water. Yeah, like of course we will learn about this. Können Sie mich ein bisschen Wasser geben? Yeah, that is what will come in one or two lessons. I think like the next lesson is all about that. And of course, you must have had like how many years has it been? Like your brother being there, your cousin or your own brother,
No,
Atul?
ma'am. My brother is in 12th standard, just in 12th standard.
Ah, okay. But he's in Germany.
No, no, he's in my home.
Okay. Oh, I thought like he's somebody said like someone is in Germany. So I thought I really connected you with that. Someone's a cousin or someone in this group or the other group, I don't remember clearly. But yeah, they are in Germany. So I thought it's the same. Oh, you're like as if like he wanted to just know, or he knows German. He doesn't know German, is it?
He doesn't know German,
But
but
it is good to ask
he
him.
want to check me if I know German or not. He want to check me
Now you
because
can go back and tell him.
uh,
He'll
I
understand. Yeah. And how will you say like, please give me water?
don't know, ma'am.
What? Geben is to what? Geben. The verb geben.
But I think that we need to pay some money for getting some water.
Of course. Of
There
course.
is no free at all. So
No free
no
at all.
need to, no need for this sentence.
But then, no need. But then, in case if you're going to a bekarai and then you are asking, like the water bottle, like will be there, like just like a bakery, it would be somewhere in the shelf. You can't pick it out as like in the supermarket sometimes. Yeah. So you need to ask them to take and give you. So how will you ask them to take and give you some water? Like the bottle, for instance, you're anyway buying it, but you wanted that water. What will you show? You'll show your finger and say vasa vasa? No, right? How will you say it?
Bitte geben Wasser.
Geben Wasser, or what is that bottle of Deutsch? Weißt du, was ist bottle of Deutsch? I know.
Bottle.
Bottle means Flasche. Flasche. Yeah. Flask we say in English, right? The flask is a different one. But Flasche, eine, it is die Flasche. So eine Flasche. So eine Flasche Wasser bitte. Means one bottle of water, please. That's what. Or as if like how I said helfen. Helfen is like it changes to hilf mir bitte. Like geben, for instance, is to give. Okay. Gib mir ein Flasche Wasser bitte. It becomes GIB. But you have to be be very careful if that you can use that only when you are in SOS. Because otherwise, if you say to somebody on the street, they will feel you are being rude. Because "gib me a" is an imperative sentence in English, which means command sentence. Do this, sit down. Like, without using I, you, she, he, any pronouns, we just give commands. Walk faster. Okay, keep quiet. All these are command sentences in English. Exactly, we have command sentences in Deutsch. Hilf mir bitte is like, yeah, yaar, somebody please come and help me. That's what it means, like you are in a trouble, right? So that is like that. Or give, können Sie ein Flasche Wasser geben? That is what will be your model sentence, which will come very, very soon in your next page. Actually, they will come back to that. Okay, jetzt auf Seite 55 Übung 7. Übung 7 is exercise 7. Übung 7, Familie und Termine. Familie, du weißt, was ein Familie ist. Und Termine. Termine ist appointments auf Deutsch. Ja? So, Emmy, kannst du die Titel lesen? 7a, bitte.
I should read the seventh one.
7a.
Sehen Sie den Kalender von Familie Robert an. Wie heißen die Eltern? Wie die Kinder? Ergänzen Sie dann die Sätze.
Ergänzen Sie dann die Sätze. Sehr gut, Emmy. Sehen Sie den Kalender von Familie Dobat an. Ansehen is a separable verb. Ansehen is to look out or see it. Yeah, look out for the calendar of Familie Dobat. Means Dobat is the family name of many people in the same family. And wie heißen die Eltern? Eltern are the parents. Wie die Kinder. There are like kind is a singular, one child. Kinder is plural. So there are like more than one children. Ergänzen Sie dann die Sätze. Satz, S-A-T-Z or S-S-A-T und dann set means sentence. And Sätze is the plural form of sentence. So it is sentences. Yeah. You have a calendar, you see a calendar, and then you have 5 questions below. Before that, you have the small yellow box on the right side, which has 1. So how do you use the day, the time, and from when to when? That's what we are going to see right now. 1 means am Montag, am Dienstag. 1 means when. On Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday. So you have to use the preposition Preposition is nothing but words that denotes the position or maybe like the position of an object. For instance, the book is on the table, under the table, near me, over the table, or above the rack. So it shows where or when something takes place. Here, for that case, is an dem Montag, on Monday, on Tuesday. And then when you have time factor, at 3 o'clock, at 4 o'clock, at is Yeah. Is also some things around. That is it. That is what it means. Around is also Yeah. Around 3 o'clock, around 4 o'clock, I will be there in the park, or I will be there in the office around 5 o'clock. So, for days of the week, for the time. You have to make 2 nice big boxes to say For days, for time. Make a big box in your note and never ever forget when you want to write time, you have to use When whenever you want to use days, you have to use This is like einen unbedingte Fragen, which means an unquestionable thing. You have to just do it. There is no compromise on not writing it. So, ich bin Indian. Yeah, which means I am an Indian. Ich bin aus Indian. I am from India. Or ich komme aus Indian. All these makes a lot of difference when the preposition is not a place, a sentence makes a very different meaning. Yeah. So these two are very important. Even in your book, just mark it as important. Yeah. Then you have wie lange. Wie lange is a very new W question for you. Till now, you have learned about wie is how, wo is where, was is what, wann is when. All these warum is why, all of these questions. But now we are going to learn a new one, which is we feel you have learned. We feel a Kinder hast du. Ich habe zwei Kinder. Aber jetzt, wie lange is like how long. The Gegenteil von lang is kurz. The kurz for fear, we just said right now, right? Kurz und lang, which means short and long. Yeah. When you have wie lange, it is always like how long. So, wie lange brauchst du für deine Hausaufgaben? How long do you need to do your homework? Ich brauche 2 Stunden. I need 2 hours. Pro Woche, per week. I need just 2 hours for a week, per week. But for instance, if you're going to ask an appointment, or you are just going to ask them, how long is this shop open? Wie lange ist die Apotheke geöffnet? Or Apotheke is the pharmacy. So how long is the pharmacy open? You're going to ask, or an Arztpraxis, for instance, like, the doctor's clinic. So you need to know from when till when. So von is from, bis is till. I don't have an option to write down in the share screen with this. So please, just write it down. The next time I will make sure that I prepare some slides, whatever we have written. I'm just like noting it down in my note as well. As it's mobile, I'm not able to write it on the screen. So please just, write it down. So you have von, bis. Okay. Is on, is around, von means from, bis means till. So, for instance, if I'm going for a trip, ich gehe nach Berlin. Und wie lange bleibst du da? Means wie lange bleibst du da? Bleiben is to stay. So when somebody asks me a question like that, then I would answer, ich bleibe von Montag bis Mittwoch. I'm staying there from Monday to Wednesday. Okay. Or if at all I'm going to ask, wie lange hast du Deutschunterricht? How long do you have your German class? For instance, Freitag, wie lange hast du Deutschunterricht? Then you can say, ich habe Deutschunterricht von 10 Uhr bis 12 Uhr morgens. Yeah, you can say that, or you can say, or you can say, am Freitag, die Deutschunterricht ist für 2 Stunden, is for 2 hours. Yeah, Stunden means hours. Minuten means minutes, and Sekunden means seconds. Yeah. So this is one small, a box that you need to have in your note just to understand these four prepositionen. Prepositionen means prepositions. Yeah. And von, bis. All these four you need to know. Underline that in your book as well. Wherever you see von, bis, just underline. Now, was sehen wir ist ein Kalender von Familie Dovat. Dann es gibt die Name und dann die Datum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Und dann gibt es auch Tage. Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag, Montag, Dienstag und Mittwoch. Ja? Und es gibt 4 Namen. Florian, Lena, Hannes und Mara. Und es gibt so viele Texte geschrieben unter jedes Namen, which means there are so many things written under each of the names. So I'm going to give you maybe 3 minutes to just look at the whole calendar for now. Just look at each one. For instance, Florian. Florian, you can say on Friday, 9 o'clock, Dr. Schwartz. So he has a termin or an appointment with Dr. Schwartz. Spiel 11 Uhr. Then 16 Uhr 15 is the training. English test on am Dienstag und 16 Uhr Trompete am Mittwoch. So there is a week's calendar for Florian. Then Lena, and then Hannes und Mara. So look at the calendar for 5 minutes.
Ma'am, what is trumpet?
The trompeter is the trumpet in English, the instrument, the musical instrument trumpet, which means he is learning trumpeter and he has a class at 4 o'clock. That is what it means. It's exactly in Lena's as well, the saxophone, isn't it?
What is saxophone? Saxophone.
Saxophone is also a very big instrument. It's really huge. It's like a trumpet, but I think it's really even bigger. Like it really is 5 feet tall. You must look into your Google to see what's a saxophone. I can't show you. I'm sorry. Otherwise, I should have just shown it to you. Both are musical instruments, trumpeter and saxophone. Any other words which is not clear for you, please ask me.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
the seventh row of
Mhm.
hounds.
Hannes.
Hannes.
Hannes. Mhm. The seventh
What
one,
is
the last Mittwoch. Yeah, the date 7 on Hannes is 7 Uhr Friseur. Friseur is a profession. Do you remember that? No?
no ma'am?
Friseur means the hair.
Physician.
No, hairstylist.
Ma'am, what is the two rounds above the 17?
That's how that is also one of the ways that the Germans write the time. See how the children have written down. Everybody has a very different handwriting. Can you see? Yeah, Hannes and Mara is very same, but Lena has a different handwriting and Florian has a different handwriting. And you see that the children write 16.15 or 16.00. But that 1700 means it's like 5 o'clock. That 00.00, instead they can also write it like that. In handwritten, they also write it like that. The Germans' handwriting are very, very different from ours completely. And see the one, I have seen this one everywhere in Germany. For instance, Florian's Samstag, drei, am 13, yeah, whichever month it is, Spiel 11 Uhr, that one, or the next one, Lena's Geburtstag, Zara ab 14, yeah. Ab is also from. It's a preposition which means from. Von also is from. Ab is also from. Two prepositions you can use it, but uh, okay. So Mara arbeitet. What you need to write is the answer from how you can use these small things on the box, in the yellow box. So you can just see Mara. She has written Arbeit, 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 but the times are different: 5 to 12, 9 to 17, 9 to 17, 5 to 12. How many hours does she work every day?
7 hours.
7 hours, 19 to 17?
5 to 12.
Yeah,
7 hours.
8 hours, no? On Arbeit 9,
But
10, 11.
ma'am, 5 to 12 is 7 hours. The first
Yeah,
case.
yeah. 5 to 12 is 7 hours. 19 to
Then
17
8
is
hours.
8 hours. So she works 8 hours on Fridays and Saturdays, and she works on Donnerstag and Sonntag, which means Sonntag is Sunday also she works. What could that, can you guess what her work could be? What is she, was is Mara von Beruf, who works on Sundays? What could that be? Think of job.
Doctors.
Very good. It could be doctors, or in German, you have to really think in the German way, not the Indian way. Because as I told you, right, Sundays are free days. Everything is closed. But what are the important jobs that really needs to be done even on a Sunday? One is doctor,
Police.
Polizei is yeah good. Then
Fire engine. Fire safety.
Fire and safety.
Fire and safety.
fire and safety. That's right. Then
Nurse.
nurse, sehr good. Okay. Doctor,
Drivers.
very good side. This is what I was waiting for. The drivers, the like the people who drive the tram, not the car drivers, taxi drivers can even taken off on Sunday. That is their wish. But the trams and the public transportation, that cannot stop. So the drivers, the far loiter, or the driving people, they have to really work on Sundays, even in Germany. So she must be one of this job. She must have one of this job where Hannes doesn't have to work on a Sunday, which means he must have some job where you don't have to work on a Sunday. Okay. So Mara arbeitet von Donnerstag bis Sonntag, because after that, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, she doesn't work. Yeah. Only the thing what she has apart from this work is on Dienstag. Am Dienstag 7 Uhr sie trifft Annalisa. Wir wissen jetzt nicht, wer Annalisa ist. We don't know as of now who this Annalisa is, but she is going to meet Annalisa. So, Hannes ist look in Hamburg. What could be the answer? And you can use phone, anything from the stable, and then fill the blank. Hannes ist von. Can somebody fill in the full answer for me? One. Hannes ist von. Which day to which day is he in Hamburg? Alex, can you tell me? Hannes ist. Can you hear us, Alex?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Hannes ist. And can you fill the answer for us?
Is on
Von. A little louder, please.
motor
Donnerstag bis SA. What is SA of Deutsch? The days which starts with an SA. SA. Samstag. That's okay, Alex. So maybe I think like we should just write down once the days of the week. Can you all take 1 minute to write down the days of the week completely? From Montag to Sonntag. Just write down once. I can just see whether I'll be able to write down with the mobile. Do we have shared whiteboard in the mobile? Google Drive, Box, Photo, Document. Oh, yeah, there is whiteboard. Ah, okay. I can't write. No. Maybe this. There is a text. Let me try with my beautiful handwriting. It's, oh my God, it looks like my child's handwriting. This is too difficult. Is there a text? No, only I can do a handwritten, is it? It's so awful.
But you can share the screen and you can open some typing apps like in notebook or
Yeah,
something.
that's what I'm just doing right now. I'm typing it in my this thing,
Yeah,
my
ma'am. Just
browser.
share the screen and open a
There
texting
is
app,
a node will be there.
notepad or something
Yeah, that also is
like
a
that.
good idea. Thank you
Then
so
you
much,
can
Atul.
type it.
But it's so difficult, no, when you are like, held down with some things, this laptops and all this. I'm very, very unhappy. Let
Or
me try.
ma'am, just chat through the window
Yeah, that's what
chatting.
we can do that. Or we can just do a chat, which is better. Yeah, maybe this is what it is. Okay, good. So, Montag, Dienstag, and you have to really remember that Dienstag und Donnerstag alone has a S. Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag und Sonntag. Quickly you can revise it, and just memorize it on the while. It's like Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, Freitag, Samstag und Sonntag. And that is all the small abbreviations you see on the corner. The first day starts on a Donnerstag. Then Freitag, Samstag, Sonntag, Montag, Dienstag, Mittwoch, Donnerstag, and it goes on. So this is just 1 week's calendar of the familiar Dobat. And you can see that there are like, this is one thing that Germans really have it, because they're very organized people. They will always have a calendar stuck in their house somewhere or the other. You can't, you can just see that always, and they are very, very organized with the time. And you can see the mother has written in Lena's, or maybe some like Florian has written, or somebody else has written Geburtstag, Zara, Ab, 14 Uhr. It's not the same handwriting that Lena has. Somebody has written it on Lena's. So, yeah, so Hannes ist von Donnerstag bis Samstag in Hamburg. That's the answer for the second one. The third one is Florian. Florian, then hat, and then eine Lücke, ein Spiel. Spiel is some play, okay? And when does he have a Spiel? Spiel is playing at 11 o'clock. Then you can say Florian hat 11 Uhr am Samstag ein Spiel. So I'm just going to write down the third one alone, because the second one is okay, easy. Third is am, when is that? Samstag. It could be play, or it could be even a tournament, a football tournament, or a match we call, is also ein Spiel. Am Samstag 11 Uhr. Usually when it happens on a Saturday, then must be it is a football match or any sport match for him. Am Samstag 11 Uhr ein Spiel. So the fourth is Lena hat jemanden. Anyone would like to say what's the answer for Lena hat Musikstunde? When does she have a music hour? And You need to tell me with und So bring the day first and then the time. That would be much more very clear for everyone. Yeah. Am Dienstag 17 Uhr oder 5 Uhr abends. You can say it in either ways. Thank you, Emmy. And then the fifth one.
Ma'am,
Yes.
what is hat? Using hat.
Hat. It comes from the verb. Can you tell me what is hat? Comes from a verb. We learned this verb, and I said you have to memorize this verb.
Yes.
It comes from the verb haben. Sein und haben. Did we see that? Ich habe. I can just write down that conjugations of haben alone. Ich habe means I have. Du hast. Sie, es. Sie, es hat. Und wir haben. Ihr habt, sie, haben. Look into your chat. It means I have, you have, he has, we have, they are not have it. It has come. See, this is what is the problem with the mobile. It really brings me a typo. Habt. See, it changes suddenly. Ihr habt und sie haben. Yeah. So Lena hat means she has. Lena has Musikstunde. When? Am Dienstag 17 Uhr. Mara trifft Annalisa. She meets Annalisa when? Can someone tell me, please? No one?
Am
Mhm.
am Dienstag 17 Uhr.
17 Uhr. Sehr gut. Okay. So now I would like you to do small exercise all by yourself. Then we will definitely work on it. But the Übung is 7C. 7C. By then, I will find out whether I have the code with me. I'll see whether I can download the audio file for you. But before that, you can work on C. So, Mara Dobat beschreibt ihre Familie. Ergänzen Sie. Beschreibt kommt von dem Verb beschreiben. Beschreiben is to describe. So Mara Dobat could be the mom, Hannes the dad, Florian und Lena maybe the Kinder. We never know. That is what I guess. Is there any other guesses? Florian, Lena, Hannes, Mara. Who is the mother? Who is the father? Any guesses about that? Who could be the mother? Wait, you have to open your mouths.
I think, ma'am, Hannes is not mother.
Hannes is not mother. Okay. Who could be the mother here?
Mara or Lena?
Okay, Mara or Lena could be the mother. Okay. Who is the father?
There is no father, ma'am.
That's what is the
Because
question. Where is the
no
father?
father. No
No,
father, ma'am.
no, there is a father. Come on, there is
But
husband, wife,
Florin
children.
is a child. Florin is a child, so he is not father. There is no father, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let us see what Mara Dobat has for us to understand.
Anas.
He found out. Okay, Sai. He said, thankfully, Sai, you found out who the father is. Good. The family has a father. Okay. So just look into the third say. Just read it for yourself and see whether you're able to understand that small paragraph. Okay. So can we just like take a look of the words? Ishvona. Can somebody read it for me? Would you like to read? It would be wonderful if you could read. Anyone?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ich wohne in Frankfurt in der Mainstraße. Bin 18 und habe zwei Kinder. Meine Kinder gehen in die Schule.
Mhm.
Dash Zone Florin ist
Mhm.
12.
Yeah.
Er ist ein Computerfreak.
Mhm.
Dash Deutsch Lena ist 14 und
Mhm.
Dash Mann heißt Hannes. Er ist Techniker.
Yeah. So I'll read it once for you. Just like note down. Thank you, Atul, so much. And just note down how we say certain words, okay? Ich wohne in Frankfurt in der Mainstraße. It's not Main. In English, it's Main, but of Deutsch, it's Main. A-I is I. So Mainstraße. Ich bin Ärztin und habe zwei Kinder. Meine Kinder gehen in die Schule. Ja, Schule. Schuh is how we say shoes, S-H-O-E. So like that, the sound of that is very similar, Schule. And then Sohn Florian ist 12. Er ist ein Computerfreak. And then a blank Tochter. And just repeat it for yourself. You're all on mute. Just so open your mouth and just repeat some words so that you can see how it pronounces. Tochter. Tochter, like that, yeah. Lena ist 14 und blank Mann heißt Hannes. Er ist, and this word is very important how you say it of Deutsch. Es is not Techniker. In English, it's Techniker. Of Deutsch, it is Techniker. Techniker. Okay. So, we will come back to the small yellow, like again, a small box on the right side. When it is a zone, then you say mein Sohn. Zone means son. Das Kind, so mein Kind. But when it comes in the plural form, mein Kind is one kid. Okay, my child. But when I want to say my children, then it is meine Kinder. And Tochter means daughter. Daughter is femininum, so die Tochter, so meine Tochter. Okay, so you can see here clearly these articles are called as possessive article. My, your, all this comes as possessive. My book, your book, his bag, her pet, then their group. Yeah. So all these are called possessive. What belongs to one or the other person is called possessive. Yeah. We are possessive about some things we say. It could be possessive about things or possessive about people. Yeah, we think that they belong only to us, so we are possessive about people. So this is what is possessive, and it means like you hold on to something or it belongs to you, is what you think. Yeah. So she says, then now can you fill in the blanks right there? Zone. What could be the article, the possessive article that could come before zone? Zone is like mein Sohn, Florian ist 12. Yeah, ist ein Computerfreak. And then Tochter, what could come there, right there?
Meine.
Meine Tochter. Ja, sehr gut. Meine Tochter Lena ist 14. Und Mann. Where does this Mann come from?
Because to describe Hannes.
Yeah, and it is mein Mann because it is like the man. So now coming to the family, just think about what are all the masculine people in your house. Mein Sohn, der Sohn, for instance. Well, just remember this: der Sohn, der Vater, der Bruder, der Cousin. Yeah, cousin is a cousin who is a male cousin. Then come to the female. Tochter, die Tochter, die Schwester. Schwester means sister, die Mutter, the mother, or die Cousine. Yeah, die Cousine is the cousin who is a female. Cousine und Cousine. We will write down anyway. After this, you will get to know. There's already a small box in Bay. We will listen to that and then maybe we will fill in the box or the diagram, which like the hierarchy diagram that you see right there on top of this small yellow box. We will fill it up when we hear or listen to the audio. And you see that then mein Kind. Yeah, mein Kind is like only one, and you can also say mein das Mädchen. Mädchen is a young lady. So mein Baby, mein Mädchen means my young lady or the young girl who is at home is mein Mädchen. Meine, when or all the things that comes with meine is Kinder, which is children, and Eltern. Eltern means parents. Meine Großeltern is grandparents. So I'm going to write down in the chat just all these few words that you feel, that it is a little difficult to write down. So I would say der, and then put a colon and write Vater, Bruder, then you have Sohn, then you have Cousine, then you have Vater, Bruder, Sohn, Cousine, Opa. Opa we forgot. Opa is a grandfather or the Großvater. We can say Großvater. I'll write down later. D. If you see, then you have Mutter, and then you have Schwester, and everything in capital letters because they are all nouns. Start with a capital as Cousina. Oma. Oma is the grandmother. Yeah. Then you have das Kind. Then you have baby, mein Baby or das Baby, and Mädchen. Das Mädchen means young girl. Then D, and then you have to write plural so that it is easier. Yeah. Plural is Eltern und Kinder, then Brüdern, which means the brothers, and you have Schwestern, and then you have uh, that's all. Maybe you don't have, yeah. That's all. So these are some basic things that you need to know. So der Vater, so it would be der is always when it comes to the possessive article, it changes from der to the to my. My is mine. Yeah, my. Everything is my right here. Okay, but the thing is, like, if it is masculinum, it's my. Femininum, it's mine. Thus becomes again mine. Yeah. Second, mine. Und die plural becomes meine. Write down this. It would be very, very useful when you can write down this in your note and remember it. So you know Vater, Mutter, Bruders, Schwester, Sohn, Cousine, Cousine, Oma, Opa. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So I'll just try. I have downloaded the share. Let's see the document. Oh, it says unsupported document. Just hold on for a minute. Maybe from the drive I can hold on. Just a minute. Mm. It's getting uploaded. Just let me see whether I'll be able to do that. So we will just go on and do and do excuse me. So we will do the ninth Übung auf Seite 56. So you can see right here what Atul asked us, right? Like we can see, like we are going to learn about, I can do this, I want this, I would like to have this, all of this, the modal verben, what we really have to do, we will do it. But now you can see how the familiar Dobat looks like. And you asked us, right, Tatul, the saxophone. You can see that the girl who is holding it has a saxophone, isn't it? Look at that and see, there are ein Titel, like ordnen Sie Texte und Fotos an. The Texte is given in the box. Hannes und sein Motorrad, Mara und ihr Sport, Lena und ihr Saxophon, der Computer ist mein Hobby, unser Hund Otto und sein Ball, unsere Familie komplett. So there are six titles and 6 pictures. Quickly you can see which one goes to which one, which matches the other one. For instance, Hannes und sein Motorrad is 5. He has the motorbike right there. So it is that picture. Quickly you can do that. And by the time I will find out how to really send this file to my drive. Okay. Okay, so quickly we can just see Hannes und sein Motorrad is 5. Mara und ihr Sport, which one is that? Alex, which one is that?
Fünf. Hans und sein Motorrad. Fünf.
5, sehr gut. Mara und ihr Sport?
Vier.
4, sehr gut. Lena und ihr Sport? Sei?
2.
2. Okay. Und der
Which
Computer
one?
ist Lena und ihr Saxophon?
That's right.
2. Der Computer ist mein Hobby. Juhi?
6.
Okay, Sai said. Okay, that's 6. Juhi, unser Hund, Otto und sein Ball.
3.
Okay, unsere Familie komplett.
1.
Okay, good. So now,
1.
yeah, eins, sehr gut. So that is what it is, and you can see that it is a blog. You can see home, das sind wir, Kontakt, Impressum, all that is like a website or a blog of this homepage. The homepage from Familia Tobat. Then you have a guest, they just have a guest book. On the left side, you can see Das sind wir, Hannes at work, Maras Bilder, Florian, Lena, unser Urlaub, unser Otto, Kontakt und Gästebuch. So they have a web page. So that is what they have. So what we need to do is look into the possessive article on the small yellow box. Yeah, you have ich is meiner, mine oder meiner, my book, my table, my lamp. So you can write down in your note all the possessive article completely in your note. The box has to be written in your note. After which we will just do small exercise of mine, Mann, meine Frau. Then dein, for instance, dein is like your, dein Buch, deine Tasche, sein Hund, seine. We will bring that exercise to see how do we use my, your, his, hers, it's is like, it not it is, it's means like the possessive of its own world. He is, the dog is in its own world, that it's it apostrophe s, and then you have ours, yeah, and you both is like ear, but both of yours, yeah, that is possessive. Sie und sie is theirs or yours in the formal way. We will bring small words under each of the category to understand how this possessive article works. It's easy, like when you say, yeah, it is I and my is very different, isn't it? I am Karpagam. I can't say my is Karpagam, but instead I can say my name, which is like my name. I own it. That is Karpagam. You can do that. So your first task is to write down the possessive article mine, dine, and so on in your note right now. Quickly write down and tell me when you're done so that we can go into the exercise what we need to do. You done?
Now we only need to write that words. Is it mind and sein ia unser like that?
That's right. That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So one thing that the next thing is, like, for instance, we need to find out some words, feminine words and masculine words, and neutral words. So right there, D does. Okay. So you already have written a little bit like father, brother, Schwester, yeah, all of this. Let us just bring that family, team, and some things that in your room, Zimmer. Okay. So, like lots of like 20, 25 words you have written already in your note. You can just refer to it in case if you need to. So we will start with the first mine und meiner. Okay. Mine can be either masculinum in gender or neutral in gender. For example, zum Beispiel, wenn ich sage, mein Vater, mein Baby. Mein Vater is my father, who is der word. Baby is a neutral word, isn't it? It's neutrum. So mein Vater, mein Baby. Any other examples like zum Beispiel mein Mann, my husband, mein Kind. Kind is neutral. So masculinum und neutrum has the same possessive article. So how, you can ask me, how do I know when I read mein Kind ist 2 Jahre alt? My child is 2 years old. If you are asking me, I don't know whether kind is masculinum or neutrum. That is the difficulty. You will never know unless you know the words. It comes only by practice. For instance, my photo is in Berlin geklickt. My photo was clicked in Berlin, for instance. Or my photo is in Nuremberg fotografiert, which means my photo is in Nuremberg, is a place in south of Germany. Nuremberg fotografiert is photographed in Nuremberg. Photo is neutral. Bed, for instance, das Bett. So das Bett, mein Bett ist sehr groß, which means my bed is very big. So all these things, the masculinum und neutrum has the same possessive article. Write down in a sentence, either in Malayalam or in English. Write down masculinum und neutrum. Maybe I'll just write down in the chat. Now I have this chat. Second. Yeah. So you can write down masculinum und neutrum. Hold on. And then put a small semicolon and write mine. Is mine. Femininum, and you have the same thing, right? Femininum und plural has semicolon und right mine. Now, if you see, after learning possessive articles, you will be able to write a lot of sentences. Now we are going to write down one masculine sentence, one neutral sentence, one feminine sentence, and one plural sentence for mine. Okay. So I'm going to give this, and then you are going to do as your homework for all the rest of the possessive article. For instance, mein Vater heißt
Oh, that ZT is not coming on my keyboard, so I'll just use double ST. Okay, instead of sharpest S, I'm using double S, as I don't have this sharpest S in my keyboard. I do have A umlaut, O umlaut, U umlaut, but that set is only the thing which is missing. Highest Bala. Yeah. Then you can say, I can say meine Mutter heißt, oder meine Mutter ist 60 Jahre alt. Full stop. Then I can bring in one neutral. Mein Buch ist sehr, mein Buch ist sehr, no, mein Buch ist alt. My book is old. My book is das Buch. Yeah. So there is a masculinum, there is a femininum, there is a neutral, and the last one is plural. Meine Kinder sind no, maybe it'll be confusing. Meine Kinder sind, for instance, if I want to say süß. Oh, that Sue's S is not coming. So the sharpest S is not coming. So I'm using again a double S for that. My Kinder sind süß means my children are sweet, which means like, yeah, they are cute, like they are very sweet that way. Meine Kinder sind süß. You can say that. Yeah. So you have a masculinum, femininum, neutrum, und plural. Is that clear for everyone what your work is? Any questions on this? Then you have to write for dein. Okay. You can say dein Bruder ist sehr groß. Your brother is too big. Or deine Tasche, like the bag, deine Tasche ist sehr schön. Your bag is beautiful. It really looks beautiful. Or deine Tasche is benützlich. It's very useful. Like, you know, if you have got a bag from your friend and you can say your bag was very useful for me. Then you have dein again. Dein Bett ist sehr kurz für dich. Means like it is very small for you. Then you can have a plural when you say deine Eltern sind sehr nett. Your parents are so kind and you know they are very good. Nett, N-E-T-T. Nett means very good. So deine Eltern sind sehr nett. So that is what you need to do for sein, his, yeah, his things. So do you understand that the change of dein und deiner happens with the objects here? If the object you are taking, the object can be a man, a female, a baby, a bag, a flask, or a bottle. Deine Flasche ist rot. Your bottle is red in color. So all that depends on the object. Is that clear for everyone what the homework is all about? And this is what will be the end. That is all I have today. The only thing we missed in our class is the what do I say? The audio file, which I really wanted all of us to hear it once, but I couldn't do that. So I'm so sorry. I can just send it to you. Maybe I can just put that into your, what can I say, in your drive. You can even download it and listen to it in case if you would like to. Yeah. Yeah. So any other questions? I'm here. I can
clarify if you want me to do that again. Please ask me.
So, masculinum, neutrum, femininum, and plural. Is that principle same for every preposition?
Amy, 1 second, Amy. I'm not able to hear you clearly. 1 second, just hold on. Yes, Amy, right now. Tell me again.
And this male and neutral, female and plural, that principle is same for all the prepositions?
Yes, it is the same for every preposition that you see in the yellow box. Possessive, if you're able to use my, then you should be able to use yours, his, hers, its, and then ours, theirs, all of that. Anyway, we will revise this possessive pronoun again and again, so that you can write about yourself. Beschreiben Sie dich. For instance, if I'm going to ask you, you describe yourself. Then you can say, ich bin Emmy, ich bin so and so, all sich vorstellen, and then go into your possessive. Mein Haus ist ja groß. You can describe your house. Es hat 2 Zimmer, it has 2 rooms, or like 2 Zimmer. Und mein Zimmer, my room is sehr groß. Es hat 2 Betten und einen Schrank, which means like it has 2 beds and a cupboard. So the step after pronoun, which means like I, you, he, she, it, then it actually, we are mostly, when you have to say or write or conversations are all about possessive pronoun for the next stage. Yeah. So learn the pronouns. If it is like your, just write it down in English. No, mine is my, dine is yours, sein is his. So it's really clearly given. Sie is ihr, her. Wir is ours. Ihr is eure. Yeah, euer und eure. Sie und sie is they. So I will also look into, I will also show you a beautiful presentation the next time, where you can just like see the presentation. At the end of the presentation, just like how you had a dear Didas, yeah, the Lingoda. It's a beautiful PPT, and when you, at the end of it, you will get to understand what these possessive pronouns are and how to use it. Once you are thorough with it, you will be able to at least write 4 or 5 sentences easily there, yeah, about your own things. If you want to talk about your book or your house, your parents, your family, or it could be your land where you live in, all of that you can easily do when you have the possessive pronoun in your this thing. Okay, so that is all I have for today. Is there anything that you would like to discuss? You can stay. Otherwise, we will say bye und sehen wir uns wieder am Mittwoch. But Wednesday is a conversation class. So come prepared, learn your sich vorstellen, and also learn about time. How do we say time? All of that once more. So we will have some small situations. I'm going to give you each one a card of questions, and you have to either question them or answer to the question. So this is going to be your completely your conversation that we will be doing. Oh, today is Friday. My God, I thought it's Monday. Okay, so the Monday will again be your possessive pronouns, but the next week's Wednesday will be conversation class. I'm sorry, I totally mixed up. Okay, then that's all I have for you. Anything else? No? Yes? Is there some way to share a file? No one is saying anything. Do anyone know how to share a file? I don't really get. Because like in our Zoom there, you can actually, in the chat window, there will be something called a file. You can attach it, isn't it? But we don't have, I don't see it in the chat box. Have you done some things like this before with your mobile? If somebody has connected with your mobile? I couldn't share the audio actually. I thought I'll just send it to you right here because it's in my home screen. No, I don't know.
Send it in our WhatsApp group, man.
Yeah, that's the only way I can do that. That is the most easier one. But in chat, usually we have this file that I used to send no to all of you. That I'm not able to send now. Okay. Okay, so choose and see you on Monday.
Choose, ma'am.
Choose Atul.
Choose, ma'am.
Yes,
Choose
ma'am.
Alex. Bye.
Choose, ma'am.
Choose Siddharth. Choose Juhi.